Chris in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, with an email titled Bray Wyatt, the Saver of Lives. I heard that JTG mentioned in a book that he wrote called Damn, Why Did I Write This Book 2? How to Play the Game. And he and mainly Bray Wyatt, a story about the two of them saving some lives in a car accident that made Bray a hero. Can you elaborate on this further? Yes, and in fact, I had JTG on my show twice, the last time to talk about that very book after it came out. And one of the chapters in the book is dedicated to this story. And so, from my recollection of this, one night, they're riding together to, I think it was a Monday Night Raw taping. Whatever city it was in, it's not relevant. They're riding together in the car. Bray's driving. And this driver comes up from behind them. And he nearly sideswipes them. Now, there's nobody in the lane next to them, so they're able to merge over, because if they weren't able to, that would have ended very badly for JTG and Bray Wyatt. So they merge over. Now, you have Big E, and I want to say Alex Riley. I think it might have been Alex Riley. It was definitely Big E. They're riding in another car. And the same car, the same maniac on the road, swipes them right off the road. Well, now, shit's about to go down. Bray is speeding after this guy. These other guys are driving like absolute we don't even know who's in the car. These guys are driving like absolute maniacs. They're going to kill somebody. Sure enough, the car flips, and it rolls over about 6 times. So now the car is upside down. It's smoking. There's smoke coming out of this car. They hear cries coming from the car. And they look and they see that it's a bunch of teenage girls inside the car. It's a bunch of teenagers inside. JTG doesn't want to go anywhere near the car because he's seen enough movies to know how this ends. He's seen enough movies to know that this thing's going to blow up. So he walks away. He calls 911. But Bray, he hears people crying coming from the car. So he goes over to the car. And he pulls a girl out of the back window. Then he tries to pull the driver out, but her seatbelt was jammed. So he calls over JTG. He's like, hey, Jay, come over here. I need your help. And he didn't want to go over. JTG did not want to go over, but he had no choice. His buddy is calling him over. What is he going to do, say no? So he goes over to help, and together they pull this girl out of the front seat. No thank you from the girls, nothing. All they kept saying was, please don't tell our parents. Please don't tell my father. Please don't tell my father. Meanwhile, their car is upside down in the middle of the road. They almost killed these wrestlers, tried to run them off the road. I think one of the girls was crying about her phone. Oh, I left my phone. My cell phone is in the car. And Bray was going to go back and get it. And JTG is like, dude, what are you doing? You're not going back and getting her phone. That's all these girls were concerned about. And JTG said that in the car ride to the building the rest of the way, he never once heard Bray bring it up again outside of that conversation. I'm sure they were talking about it going to the building, but outside of that, he never again heard Bray talk about it, gloat about it, brag, about saving these girls' lives. He didn't broadcast it on social media. He did it because it was the right thing to do, even though they ran Big E off the road.